this one comes at our friend Lost Tate's request for Lolli, Wren, and the song is called All Mine. Oh, baby, you trying to get me to cry today, aren't you? I can feel it. Oh my good God. Like, we are off to a great start already. Already. Like I said, this is a vibe for sure. She's talking about her poems, Dark Strangers. I had it all in my mind, and then I started talking, and I forgot literally every lyric that she said. But I was like, these first 4 lines of this song is like, you've got my attention. Oh my God, man. Like, this is just incredibly moving. Just it makes you feel, again, the blood is just rushing through like my entire body on this one, man. Like, I feel like there's just so much substance in this one, and like just watching her like being like tied up like with the ropes, and like the times where they chose to like say like, you know, pushing and pulling, and like you're seeing the visual like tie to that is just it's amazing. It makes it that much all that much more than moving.
Hide among the trees. Our days are shadowed by the night. Our thoughts evolving into things, emerging truth among the lies. Watch me break the cycle of a broken home. There's no grudge or burden left out.
Her voice is so beautiful, man. I just really like the sound of it, and like when she hit like that little like falsetto thing, I'm such a huge sucker for a good falsetto, and I knew she was going to nail it. I knew she was going to nail it when she did it, and it was, I guess it's so pretty, and like she really got me thinking about something when she made that comment about like breaking the cycle of a broken home, and at some point in time we have to break the cycle. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to continue to trend on the cycle. It has to always break somewhere. And somebody was bringing that up in the comments the other day when they were talking about how they were the individual who was like breaking that cycle with their daughter, like for what her mom and what her grandmother had been through. And I can't remember what the person's name was. If I could remember everybody's name, I would. Like I said, I'm terrible about names, but I always typically tend to remember faces, but I'm pretty bad about names. But she was talking about how like she was the one who was breaking the cycle of abuse in her family, and that that even herself had chosen to be with somebody who chose to abuse her the same way that her father had abused her mother and her, and she didn't want that for her future kids, and that now she was in a particular situation where she was happier, she was with a man who treated her properly, and that her daughter will never know what that pain is like. And it made me really happy, and it made me really proud for that individual that I don't even know them. I don't even know them, but just the fact that they shared that in a moment, we can't lose hope, no matter how hopeless things might seem. And you have to keep hope alive, because I think at the end of the day, the majority of people are good people, and they want to be good people. They don't want to be evil. They don't want to be bad. But there's a lot of evil people out there that spend a lot of time trying to find ways to basically make us hate each other. And again, we talk about this a lot, where we try to find ways of, we're always constantly in a battle of searching for what makes us different instead of what makes us similar to each other. And just hearing stories like that, just it makes me think about like just keeping that hope alive, that just because you might have to be the one who breaks that cycle. And it's tough and it's hard. You know what I mean? Like it is. But it's worth it, because it's really all about the future. Do you really want your daughter to have to grow up in a world that knows what it feels like to be abused by their dad, and watch their mom be abused by their dad? Like, is that really what any of us would ever want for their kids? I don't think that those people, when they had those kids, ever wanted that for their kids. But it's what happened to them. Somebody has to break the cycle, and it's never too late to try to be better. You know what I mean? No matter how much damage you might have done, you could turn it around. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I live every day with the principle and the concept that if we're not working towards making our relationships better, then what the fuck are we even doing? You know what I mean? What is the point of having a relationship or a friendship at all, period, if we're not working to make it better? What is the point? We're just wasting our time. We really are. So if we're not working to make it better, no matter how much you know, no matter how much you've done, no matter how much you have grown, there's always work to be done. There's always work to be better. I try to apply that through my entire life with every relationship that I have, no matter how, the ups and downs of that. You know what I mean? You're going to have ups and downs where you might have been working towards better, and then it might have went downhill. But you got to still work to make it better. It's not over. It's never too late to do that. It's never too late. We watch too many movies, again, where we watch the guy, the girl on their deathbed talking about their whole life, and, oh, I just should have told you that I loved you that one time. You know what I mean? Like, you regretted, like, your entire life not doing something. You can do it today. You can. You can do it tomorrow. You can. I've had people talk about, like, starting their own YouTube channel, starting their own reaction channel. Do it. Take the step. Take the plunge. Even if it's just a hobby, something for fun, do it. You never know where it's going to take you. I never knew where this was going to take me, but I'm so glad that I did it. I'm so glad that I did it. And I still don't feel like I'm like even anywhere near the finish line. I feel like I just still started the race. I feel like I'm barely off the gate. You know what I mean? And I feel like I've already went 17 different paths that I thought that I was never going to go. Again, you get your money's worth with the Johnny Foxtrot live reaction. You do. This is where the money's at, baby. This is where it's at. I don't even know if I should even do recorded reactions anymore. I feel like this is where it's at, because I get on all kinds of tangents this way. So many side conversations.
Let go. The dark crept out till it
show the little girls too, man. Oh, and she gonna bust out the flute. Oh my god, man, that was amazing. This was great, and I have a bad feeling that if I give this too much love and too much praise, that someone's gonna sneak in. And I know this wasn't Aaron here. I know this was from our friend Lost Hate over here. And shout out to you, man. I really want to appreciate you, Lost Hate, for the suggestion, man. I really appreciate and for your request on this one. Really, I appreciate you for sending me this one in my direction. I really love her hair. Complete side note, the pink, love it. Huge fan of that. But I'm afraid to give it too much praise because it's got a little bit of a country swing to it. So, and Aaron, he just loves to kind of every time I say that I love a country song, he starts like, "Hey, Johnny, got the 6-shooter out, baby. Just so you know, baby. Just so you know, you said it. You got another one. You got another one." Oh man, like I said, it had some of those little country-esque kind of like feelings, like and it kind of sounds into it, which I didn't hate it. Like I said, it's not that I hate country. I just really hate mainstream country. That's for sure. I can't stand mainstream country. If I can't stand mainstream pop, I definitely can't stand mainstream country. Ugh. Like, talk about selling the most fakest, generic sounding bullshit. Like, come on, fam. Like, ugh. Gross. Ugh. Okay, I'm off of it.